Dear students, greetings of the day. Today we are going to see the second lesson, the wind on haunted hill. Okay, students, did you know what is meant by haunted hill? Okay, I will tell you now. A hill which was frequently occupied by a ghost. Okay, a hill which was frequently occupied by a ghost is called as haunted hill. Okay, listen to the warm up section. Here, find the hidden words in the picture. Okay, here they gave you the picture and the words are hidden in that picture. Okay, one has done for you. You can try to find out the remaining words and write there. Okay, then solve these riddles. Okay, here they gave you the question in the model of who am I. Okay, read the question well and try to find out the answer for this riddles. Okay, now let us move on to the lesson. As you listen, underline the words or phrases that tell you what the wind does to the village. Okay, then write the names of the characters in the story. Okay, what are the characters we are going to say in the story? Okay, I will tell you now. Usha, Suresh and Binya. Okay, these are the three characters we are going to see in this story. Okay, who cried the wind as it swept down from the Himalayan snows. It hurried over the hills and passes and hummed and moaned in the tall pines and deodars. Here the wind cried as who. Okay, and it moved down fastly from the Himalayan snows and it hurried over the hills and passes. Okay, and then it hummed and moaned in the tall pine and deodar trees. Here, what is meant by hummed? Hummed means it is a sound of the bees. Okay, then moaned means make a long low sound. Okay, then what is meant by pine trees? It is an evergreen coniferous tree which has cluster of long needle shaped leaves. Okay, a tree which has long needle shaped leaves is called pine trees. Okay, then what is meant by deodar? It is also one kind of evergreen coniferous tree found commonly in Himalayas. Okay, so here the wind cried and it moved down fastly through the Himalayan snows and it hurried over the hills and passes. It hummed and moaned in the tall pine and deodar trees. Okay. On Haunted Hill, there was little to stop the wind, only a few stunted trees and bushes and the ruins of what had once been a small settlement. Here on that haunted hill, there were only few ways to stop the wind. Okay, what are they? Stunted trees, bushes and ruins. Okay, there we can see few stunted trees. Stunted trees means what? Growth of the trees was affected. Okay, and there we can see many bushes. Okay, then we can see some ruins. What is meant by ruins? Decayed building. Okay, decayed building or destroyed building. Okay, where the people lived few years ago. Okay, the few things that stop the wind are stunted trees, bushes and ruins. Okay, then these are the few sources that can stop the wind. Okay, on the slopes of the next hill there was a small village. People kept large stones on their tiny roofs to prevent them from blowing away. Here on the slopes of the next hill there was a small village. Okay, there the people used large stones on their house roofs to protect them from heavy wind. Okay, there was nearly always a wind in this paths. Okay, even on sunny days, doors and windows rattled, chimneys choked, clothes blew away. Here, usually always there was a wind in that village. Okay, even on sunny days, the doors and windows rattled. Rattled means gave sound. Okay, gave some different sound. Okay, then the chimneys got choked. Choked means suffocated. Okay, then the clouds blew away due to the heavy wind. Okay. Three children stood beside a low stone wall, spreading cloths out to dry. On each garment they placed a rock. Even the clothes fluttered like flags and pennants. Okay, here three children who are living in that village stood beside a low stone wall. Okay, and they are spreading their clothes out to dry from wetness. Okay, at that time also the wind was blowing, so they placed a rock on each garment, then they placed the rocks on the cloths, even then it was fluttered. Okay, fluttered means fly unsteadily. Okay, fly unsteadily like flags and pennants. Okay, pennants means what? Long flag with pointed ends. Okay, so they placed a rock on each garment, then they placed the rocks on the cloths, even it was fly unsteadily with long flag with pointed ends. Okay, it looks like a flag with pointed ends. Okay, Usha, dark haired and rose cheeked, struggled with her grandfather, long nose, long loose shirt. She was 11 or 12. Her younger brother Suresh was doing his best to hold down a budget, while Binya, a slightly older girl, Usha friend and neighbor, was handing them the clothes one at a time. Here Usha was 11 or 12 years old girl. Okay, with dark hair and cheek in her face was rose in color. She was struggling in the wind with her grandfather's long loose shirt. Okay, her younger brother Suresh was doing his best to hold down a bedsheet from wind. Okay, then Binya, who was Usha's friend and neighbor, she was slightly older girl, was also handling the clothes in her hand. Okay, once they were sure everything was on the wall, firmly held down by rocks, they climbed upon the flat stones and sat there for a while in the wind and the sun, staring across the fields at the ruins on Haunted Hill. Once they were sure all clothes on the wall was tightly held down by rocks, then they sat up on the flat stones for a while and they are watching the wind, then the sun, and they are staring across the fields at the ruins on Haunted Hill. Okay, ruins means decayed building. Okay, they are watching the decayed building which is on the Haunted Hill. Okay, I must go to the bazaar today, said Usha. I wish I could come too, said Binya, but I have to help with the cows and the housework. Mother isn't well. Here Usha said, I must go to the bazaar today. For that, Binya said, I wish I too come to bazaar, but my mom was not feeling good, so I have to help my mother for doing household works and maintaining cows. Okay, I can come, said Suresh. He was always ready to visit the bazaar, which was 3 miles away on the other side of Haunted Hill. No, you can't, said Usha. You must help grandfather chop wood. Their father was in the army, posted in a distant part of the country, and Suresh and his grandfather were the only men in the house. Suresh was 8, chubby and almond-eyed. Here, the Suresh was always ready to visit the bazaar, which was 3 miles away, and it was located on other side of the Haunted Hill. Okay, but on the day, Usha said that you must help the grandfather to chop the wood, so you don't come to bazaar. Okay, because their father was working in the army and he was posted in distant place of the country. Okay, so Suresh and his grandfather were the only men in the house to do all works. Okay, then Suresh was just 8 years old. He looks like chubby and his eyes were look like almond seed. Okay, won't you be afraid to come back alone? He asked. Why should I be afraid? There are ghosts on the hill. I know, but I will be back before it gets dark. Ghosts don't appear during the day. Here, the Suresh asked, won't you be afraid to come back alone from bazaar? Because there are ghosts living in the hill, no? Like that, he asked to Usha. Okay, for that Usha replied, why should I get afraid? I knew very well that ghosts don't appear during the daytime. So I will be back to home before it gets dark. Okay, so you don't worry. Like that she said. Okay. Are there many ghosts in the ruins? Asked Binya. Grandfather says no. He says that many years ago, over 100 years ago, English people lived on the hill, but it was a bad spot, always getting struck by lightning, and they had to move to the next range and build another place. Here, Binya having the doubt that are there many ghosts living in that ruins. Okay, here Usha said, I don't know whether the ghosts are living there or not. Okay, but grandfather said that the ghosts are living in the ruins. Okay, and he said that over 100 years ago, English people were lived on the hill. Okay, but it was a dangerous place. Okay, bad spot means dangerous place. Okay, always getting struck by lightning, wind and rain. Okay, so they had to move on to the next range and build the house in another place. Okay, the people who are living there had moved to the next range and build the house in another place. Okay, but if they went away, why should there be any ghost? Because grandfather says during a terrible storm, one of the houses was hit by lightning and everyone in it was killed. Okay, everyone including the children. Okay, if they went away from that place means then why should the ghosts are living there? Like that he asked. Okay, because during a fearful violent wind and rain, one of the house was hit by lightning. Okay, and everyone in that house, including the children, were killed. Okay, were there many children? There were two of them, a brother and sister. Grandfather says he has seen them many times when he has passed through the ruins late at night. Okay, he has seen them playing in the moonlight. Okay, the two children, the brother and the sister who lived in that house, were also killed. Okay, then the grandfather said that he had seen them playing in the moonlight many times when he passed through that ruins late at night. Okay, wasn't he frightened? No, old people don't mind seeing ghosts. Okay, while seeing the ghost in the ruins, wasn't he felt afraid? No, he won't feel afraid because old people like my grandfather don't take it serious while watching the ghost. Okay, like that Usha replied. Okay, Usha set out on her walk to the bazaar at 2 in the afternoon. It was about an horse walk. She went through the fields, now turning yellow with flowering mustard, then along the saddle of the hill and up to the ruins. Okay, then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Usha went to the bazaar by walking. Okay, it was about an 1 hour walk. Okay, while walking, she went through the fields. Okay, there she can saw the flowering mustard which is in yellow color. Okay, mustard plant which is in yellow color. Then she went along the saddle. What is the saddle? It is a low point on a ridge between two summits. Okay, so then she went along the saddle of the hill and then she crossed the ruins. Okay, then the path went straight through the ruins. Usha knew it well. She had often taken it while going to the bazaar to do the weekly shopping or to see her aunt who lived in the town. Okay, here bazaar means market. Okay, here Usha knew the path very well. Okay, it is not a new place for her. Okay, because she had often taken that straight path through the ruins while going to market. Okay, to do the weekly shopping or to see the aunt who was living in the town. Okay, then wildflowers grew in the crumbling walls. A wild plum tree grew straight out of the floor of what had once been a large hall. Its soft white blossoms had begun to fall. In the ruins, that means in that collapsed building. Okay, in that collapsed building, the wild flowers grew in the walls of that house. Okay, then in the large hall, we can see a wild plum tree that was grew straight out of the floor. Okay, then its soft white blossoms were began to fall. Okay, then lizards scuttled over the stones while a whistling thrush, its deep purple plumage glistening in the soft sunshine, sat in an empty window and sang its heart out. Then the lizards were living. Then the lizards were living there, and they ran over the stones. Okay, while a whistling thrush, which is a singing bird, whistling thrush is a singing bird. Okay, covered with deep purple color feathers. That singing bird was covered with deep purple color feathers. Okay, and it was shining brightly. Okay, and it was shining brightly in the soft sunshine. Okay, then that bird was sitting in an empty window and it was singing. Okay, Usha had seen while crossing the particular ruins. Okay, then Usha sang to herself as she tripped lightly along the path. Soon she had left the ruins behind. The path dipped steeply down to the valley and the little town with its straggling bazaar. Okay, here while crossing the ruins, Usha sang to herself not to get afraid while crossing that path. Okay, then soon she had left the ruins and she went behind the ruins. Okay, after that the path went down towards the valley and there was a little town with its straggling bazaar. Okay, what is meant by straggling? The bazaar was spreading out in different situations. Okay, then Usha took her time in the bazaar. She bought soaps and matches, spices and sugar. None of these things could be had in the village where there was no shop, and a new pipe stem for her grandfather Hook, and an exercise book for Suresh to do his samsen. So Usha reached the bazaar and she took her own time to buy the things. Okay, there she had bought soaps and matches, then spices and sugar, then pipe stem for her grandfather's smoking pipe, then exercise book for Suresh to do his homework. Okay, then she was getting all these things in the market because there was no shop to get all these things in her village. Okay, as an afterthought, she bought him some marbles. Then she went to a mochi's shop to have her mother's slippers repaired. Okay, the mochi was busy, so she left the slippers with him and said she would be back in a half an hour. Okay, here later she thought to buy some marbles and she bought that little glass marbles. Okay, then she went to the mochi's shop who was repairing a footwear. Okay, to repair her mother's slipper. Okay, but Mochi was busy. Okay, but the Mochi was busy there, so she left the slippers with him and she said she would get back the slippers in half an hour. Okay, She had 2 rupees of her own and saved up, and she used the money to buy herself a necklace of amber colored beads from an old Tibetan lady who sold charms and trinkets from a tiny shop at the end of the bazaar. Usha had saved 2 rupees. Okay, so she used that money to buy herself a necklace. Okay, the necklace is made of amber colored beads. Okay, so she went to old Tibetan lady shop who sells charms and trinkets. Okay, trinket means jewelry with less amount. Okay, she was selling charms and trinkets in her small shop. Okay, Usha met her aunt Lakshmi, who took her home for tea. Usha spent an hour in Aunt Lakshmi's little flat above the shops, listening to her aunt talk about the ache in her left shoulder and the stiffness in her joints. At last, Usha met her aunt Lakshmi in the market. Okay, she took her to the home for tea. Okay, there Usha had spent an hour in auntie's small flat, which is above the shops. Okay, then Usha was listening to her aunt's talk about the pain in her left shoulder and the lack of flexibility in her joints. Okay, then she drank 2 cups of sweet hot tea, and when she looked out of the window, she saw that dark clouds had gathered over the mountains. Then Usha drank a 2 cups of sweet hot tea in her aunt's house. Then she saw that dark clouds had gathered over the mountain. Okay, when she looked out the window, she had seen the dark clouds of the mountain. Okay, so Usha said bye to her aunt and she rushed fastly to the market. Okay, Usha ran to the cobbler's and collected her mother's slippers. The shopping bag was full. She slung it over her shoulder and set out for the village. In market, Usha ran to the cobbler Mochi's shop. She collected her mother's slipper. Okay, then the shopping bag was full, so she slung it over in her shoulder and started walking to her village. Okay, we will see what will happen next when she was going to her home through that ruins in next video. Okay students, the homework for you is read the glossary given here. Okay, and write the test. Okay, then do the book reading to improve your reading skill. Okay, I will meet you in the next video. Thank you students. Students, there is an important announcement for you. By next week you are having an unit test. We have completed the, that is prose 1, poem 1 and supplementary 1. Then we have completed the memory poem, the listeners. Okay, from that unit you are going to write the test. So you have to prepare the lesson, poem, memory poem and supplementary. Okay, the question paper will be in the form of objective type, that is glossary, then all book back 1 marks and memory poem. Okay, the question will be given to you in the form of PDF. So students, you prepare well for your unit test and do well. Okay, thank you.